Hey everyone, this is Renee Frey from Talent Q, and you're listening to the Conscious Professional Podcast. More people than ever want to be happy in their career and personal life, but they're going about it all wrong. I'm here to set the record straight and emphasize the importance of prioritizing your mindset. I'm thrilled you're here. So I'm in this annual challenge at Farrell's, the gym that I go to. And if you've been listening to my podcast for a while, I'm sure you've heard me talk about it on a previous episode. I've had incredible results, dropped all my COVID weight and even more. And each month at Farrell's, they put on a bonus workout for current and past annual 10K challengers. I got hooked into going to Farrell's way back in September. They had this 10-week challenge where the prize for the winner was $1,000. Unfortunately, I did not win, but I was in the top 5. And once you finish the 10-week challenge, they encourage you to sign up for the annual challenge, or also known as the 10K challenge, because the winner of the annual challenge gets $10,000. So back to the bonus workout last week. My instructor said we had to bring gardening gloves and we would be meeting up at the middle school track in my town. I was how I usually am. I'm totally up for anything. I like new challenges. I like new things. I was like, okay, see you there. Woohoo. Once I got there, it was an entirely different story when I found out what we were doing. She said we were doing the impossible mile. I'm really open-minded and a total optimist. So I was thinking, okay, well, it's probably not impossible because we're all here ready to do this. So let's do this. The impossible mile is something I'd never heard of, which apparently was all over TikTok because my 14-year-old daughter knew about it. The impossible mile includes going around a track 4 times, doing a different activity each time. So the first 400 meters is you're jumping and then you're doing burpees. The second 400 meters is all walking lunges around the track. The third 400 meters is a bear crawl. And then the last lap is a run. Now I know why we need the gloves. My hands are going to be touching that track a lot. Now, I've done the Tough Mudder 3 times, which is grueling. That's a 13-mile obstacle course with 22 different obstacles where I got electrocuted. I experienced extreme heights and obstacles where I felt extremely claustrophobic. Once I crushed the impossible mile, I got to tell you, I was looking for something to compare it to, and Tough Mudder was the only thing that I could think of. I have done tens of thousands of workouts in my lifetime. I've rocked some of the really difficult ones, like the Tabata ones on Peloton and Body Beast, or the 6 weeks of the work program, the Crucible workout. I've also done P90X, all sorts of stuff. And I gotta be honest, I think the impossible mile is the hardest workout I have ever done. It's right underneath Tough Mudder because the Mudder is just next level. It takes multiple hours to complete. The impossible mile took me an hour and 20 minutes. My body felt it for 1 whole week. I was so damn sore. I still kept working out every day, and I also needed to heat and ice some of my muscles and use my Theragun to reduce the soreness. It was brutal. My husband was the leader on the first 400 meter lap with the long jump and the burpees. He can jump so far. Every time I jumped, I felt like I was going forward 2 feet. And when I did the burpee, I felt like I was going back 1 foot. It was treacherous. He was a quarter of a track ahead of me. So then I just kicked it into high gear because I wanted to get this over with. We weren't listening to any music. So I synchronized my breathing to my movement, and then I'd count the moves that I was doing. So during the bear crawl, I'd count as I moved each hand. I'd count like from 60 to 100, and then I'd stand up and rest for a second. Once I synchronized my breathing, it was all over. I smashed laps 2, 3, and 4, and even lapped the people that I was with. Then, of course, I was whistling, hollering, cheering on everyone else to finish. I totally sweat through all of my clothes. There were times when I literally couldn't see because there was so much sweat dripping down my face into my eyes. What a workout. I'm so glad it's done and over and that I killed it. Getting healthy and fit and being in the best shape has been quite the journey. Before last September, I was working out each week about 5 days a week, and I had been doing that for years. But during COVID, my husband and I buffered with red wine every single day. I gained 20 pounds. I was eating whatever I wanted. And I'm sure you may have heard this before. You can't outrun a bad diet, and abs are made in the kitchen. I have read tons of info on health and wellness, and pretty consistently everyone says 80% of your results come from what you eat, your nutrition. So even though I was exercising, I was 33% body fat and carrying extra fat all over my body. Now, 10 months later, I'm down to 24% body fat. I got big goals, and my goal is to hit 19, so stay tuned on that. My health journey has created a ripple effect on all the other areas of my life. At my work, my energy level is higher than before. I have better clarity and focus. I'm a size 6 for clothes now, so I feel more confident than ever, whether I'm speaking on video or in person with people. I'm more active with my 14 and 12-year-old daughters. Now that I feel better and I'm more energized, I'm outside going on more walks, pulling weeds around our rocks, enjoying nature, which grows my spirituality. So many positive ripple effects focusing on my health and wellness. There's a method I use with the people I work with to determine what specific areas of their life need improvement, need attention, need more focus. I know there are times when everyone's lives, when this happens, we focus on one area of our life that we want to improve, and then a different area suffers. Like me in my 20s, I was so focused on my career. My relationships suffered. Or when I started my company, Talent Q, I was so focused on driving the company forward and being successful, I wasn't making any time for myself. Sometimes it feels like a seesaw, like one area of your life you're thriving while the other area you're sitting at the bottom of the seesaw. And I'm all about having a balanced life. To ensure you are balanced in all areas of your life, you have to have an awareness of where you are at in that specific area and give it a rating. And the tool that I personally use, and I also use with my clients, is the Wheel of Life. You may have heard of this tool in the past. It's basically a circle, and it has the main areas that make up your life. The Wheel of Life is completely customizable, but for my clients, I designed it with the following categories: health, friends, romance, recreation, spirituality, career, wealth, and personal growth. On your Wheel of Life chart, you then rate each category of your life, which visually is like a slice of pizza around a circle. You can rate each area from a scale of 1 to 10. And what happens when you go through this exercise, you will either have a beautiful circle, which means you are totally balanced, or you'll see visible flat spots on your wheel, which are areas you need to give additional attention to in order to improve that area and create that pretty circle of balance. You may be wondering, how do I rate the different areas of my life? The beautiful part is that it's totally up to you. This is your Wheel of Life. Deep down, you know the areas of your life where you've been lacking. So don't be afraid. Just go with your gut reaction and put the rating down on your wheel of life. Nothing is set in stone. Once you know which areas to focus on, you'll need to decide how to improve those areas. Now, let's be honest here. Anyone can do this activity. Anyone could rate the areas of their life, think to themselves, okay, I see the areas that I'm lacking in, then totally procrastinate taking action. But if you remember from last week, procrastination is a method of self-sabotage. You want to avoid confronting yourself with the areas of your life you haven't been giving enough attention to, so you procrastinate. Taking action is the most important step of this process, my friends. When I became an entrepreneur and started Talent Cube back in 2015, I was so focused on being a smashing success and a profitable company that I didn't leave rest and downtime for myself. As a startup, I was running the company, which meant doing a lot of the day-to-day work. I had to do the business development, the recruiting, sending invoices, following up on our placements, doing social media. Basically, I was doing it all, wearing every single hat. I also, at the time, had 2 daughters who were 3 and 5 years old, which really didn't leave much time for myself. And it affected me. I could feel it weighing down on me, which is exactly when I knew it was time to pull out my wheel of life and assess myself to bring balance back into my days. So I ranked each area of my life, my friends, romance, spirituality, career, on. And what I found, the areas I was struggling in were personal development and spirituality. Then I wanted to think about how I wanted to improve on these areas. And one thing I decided right away was to put a break on my calendar and allocate time for myself every single month to do rest and relaxation. I decided I would do this by getting massages. I found a wonderful spot in my area where they have a monthly membership and you can get a 1-hour massage once a month. And that's where I started with really deliberate, focused attention on my self-care. That was the first step that I took to boost my rating on my wheel of life for personal development and spirituality. And as you can see, blocking my calendar and booking a massage for myself was totally doable. I wanted to start small with an action I knew I could follow through with. Then I would calendar in other times for myself, like time to read a book or time to go hiking by myself. So I would get all of that on my calendar first. And then as I was making plans with friends or stuff like that, I was making myself a priority. And then quickly, within a couple of months, that flat tire on the spirituality and personal development categories rounded out. And then I was definitely more balanced. So a lot of you know I might have a flat tire in one of your areas. However, once you put some attention to it and put some action behind it, something about that flat tire is going to turn into the most air-filled round tire, and then you're going to even feel more fulfilled holistically in your life. And I don't know about you, but that's what I'm after. I want to live the most magnificent, the most fulfilling life, the happiest life that I can, because my time here in this body on this earth is extremely short, and I want to enjoy every single second of it. Now, although this activity can seem incredibly simple, the difficult part comes in with the follow-through. The teeny tiny action steps that you can take to increase your ratings on your wheel of life for a balanced lifestyle. Isn't that what we're all after? We want to feel fulfilled and balanced in every way possible. I have seen incredible results from my clients using this wheel of life. Not only did it bring light to areas where they had been lacking, but it prompted them to take action and put in place specific things that will make their wheel of life beautiful and balanced again. This activity is just one of the many incredible methods I use inside my coaching program called Forward. If you're ready to transform your life and ensure you're taking the necessary steps to achieve your goals, I want to invite you to join my Forward program. In this program, we dive deep into the wheel of life from start to finish, and most importantly, I provide one-on-one assistance to ensure you're following through with every action item in the program. The Forward program is a comprehensive 12-week journey that guides you towards achieving fulfillment in both your career and your personal life. This intensive program is perfect for those who seek a deeper, more fulfilling transformation in their personal and professional lives. Imagine having guidance and support to help you stay on track and make meaningful progress in all areas of your life. If you're interested in taking the first step towards a more balanced and fulfilling life by joining the Forward program, click the link in the description of this episode to learn more and become a member. So the key points from today's episode are: using the wheel of life can help you identify and address imbalances in your life. Focusing too heavily on one area of your life can lead to suffering in another. Constant follow-through and action steps are the keys to embracing new habits. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Share this episode with someone you love and go make one change to be better than you were yesterday. Live your life with intention. I believe in you. I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible. So if you would, please hit the follow button so we can grow our community of conscious professionals. Whether you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can find the button at the top of the page. See you next week. Cheers, everyone.